I have a story for you. I watched a documentary recently called 1946, The Mistranslation That Shifted a Culture. And it was about how the word homosexual wound up in the Bible. And it was about a lot of things you're probably familiar with if you run in progressive Christian circles. It was about the dangers of projecting a modern understanding of queerness onto an ancient culture, about the mistranslation of Greek words that may have had more to do with abusive relationships or economic exploitation, not consensual same-sex love. But what I didn't know was this specific story. The word homosexual first appeared in the English Bible in the late 1940s with the Revised Standard Version. Before that, it had been phrases like abusers of themselves with mankind. But the RSV replaced that with the much more modern and culturally loaded word homosexual, a word with no clear ancient equivalent. And soon after the RSV comes out, the head of the translation committee gets a letter. A young seminary student has read their translation and he wrote, "This is a mistake. You have to understand that you have given people a sacred weapon, something that they are going to use to justify their politics and the prejudice." And after this back and forth, the chair of the committee actually agreed. He said, "Wow, yeah, you're right, I see that." And he suggested that they revise it to sexual perversions. But there was a catch. Legally, they couldn't actually make the change until 1971. And they did. But by that time, something else had happened. Other new Bibles had already used the RSV as a basis for their translations and their paraphrases. And that word, homosexual, had carried over. So even once the RSV changed it, the damage was done. They couldn't put that genie back in the bottle. And this idea entered the biblical bloodstream. And hearing that story was a powerful reminder of just how subjective so much of this stuff can be. What so many people take as eternal truths and God's unchanging word, they are shaped by politics and culture and misunderstanding, and they are not nearly as solid as so many people think.